Legend of Korra, Episode 6 review, let's go. So Mako ended up figuring out that the semi-explosives that blew up Asami's cargo ship were the same as the ones that blew up that building that time. So he goes to Lin and he tries to see if he can convince her to actually help him out in trying to figure this case and everything like that, but she's like batting an eye to him and no one's listening to him, and this is getting really annoying. I don't understand why no one's trying to listen to him. Like, it really doesn't make any sense to me, seeing as one, he kind of like seen the person, he ID'd somebody that may have done something. They keep thinking, oh, it's the Northern Water Tribe. The North did it. And like, can't you think outside the box? He's trying to tell you something. He saw the person that came out the building. Like, why won't you guys give him any credit or even like listen to him? Just to see if he's wrong instead of just like, no, get out of here, Mako, you stink. So since Lin isn't going to help him, he's gonna have to do this on his own with Asami. And basically what they're going to do is a sting operation where they're going to have this baited boat and these criminals are going to try to get on it and they are going to try to capture them. And that's how they're going to just end this whole runaround. But the problem is they kind of needed a boat. And that's when Varrick steps in. So Varrick does lend them a boat, but the problem is it's just going to be those two trying to capture these criminals. And there's not enough people. So Mako goes and tries to ask his brother Bolin for help. But the problem is Bolin's kind of being a jerk to his brother. Like, you know, Bolin's like, hey, you know, Mako, you said, like, I asked you for something before, and you said no and stuff. So I'm like, no to you, too. And figure it out yourself and stuff. I'm like, come on, man. Like, and the thing is, he's getting a fat head because of this movie. Like, he thinks he is a boss and stuff, and he's this character now and everything. Like, it's getting ridiculous. Also, when it comes to Bolin's, like, movie and everything, this movie, because we get to see a little bit of it, it really reminds me of Avatar: Last Airbender with the play. You know how we see Aang in the game, they're watching basically themselves being portrayed in this little play that's going on. And we see Father Ozai. Like, Father Ozai and Unalaq, they kind of, like in that play, they look very similar for some reason. They kind of like, I don't know, it's weird. It's just weird. When I was watching it, it just reminded me a lot of that scene, or that episode of Avatar: Last Airbender when I was watching this little play going on, because Unalaq like overreacted, like, I and so since Mako couldn't get Bolin's help, he ends up turning to the Triple Threat Triads. And the thing is, they actually agreed to actually help them with the offer, basically, that Asami is going to give them all new cars. You get new cars, Oprah, oh, and stuff, and they're gonna give them new cars. And Mako is gonna try to convince Korra to give back this guy's bending. I don't know how that's gonna work, man. I'm curious exactly, Mako. How exactly were you going to convince Korra? Because one, you kind of broke up with her. Two, she don't like the Triple Threat Triads because she thinks they're criminal. Well, not think they are criminals. So I mean, she's probably not gonna do it. I don't know what are you gonna do? But it doesn't really matter anyway, seeing as what the Triple Threat Triads do in this episode. So that deal didn't mean anything anyways. So with the Triple Threat Triads' help, Mako and Asami go on the boat and they commence with the plan. But the problem here is the Triple Threat Triads double-crossed them. Apparently, the Triple Threat Triads got paid by some person to basically hold Asami and Mako there for the time being. And we don't know who the person is, but they gotta go back and see what the heck is going on. And so they try to get off this boat, and they have this little boat fight and everything. It looks kind of epic and everything like that. So I like that. But when they actually defeat them and return to Asami's warehouse, all her stuff is gone. All her stuff is gone. So after Asami sees this, she just gives up. She gives up. Like, the thing is, she lost her mother. Her father's in jail. Future Industry's like the only thing she has left of them, like, to hold on to something, you know? And this is about to go away. And she's just like about to cry. She's about to break down. She don't know what to do. Mako is still trying to actually figure out who was the person that paid them and what's going on exactly. You're trying to figure everything out, but she's like, just stop and everything. But it's like, no, I want to help you. I wish I could do something. I could do something. And so something happens with them. Boom, smooches. Now, see, the thing here is, I can understand why she kind of did that, because I feel like, because Asami loved Mako, Asami is still probably going to end up having some feelings towards him at some point. It never really went away, because he's the one that actually broke up with her. So, I mean, I would have believed she would still have some kind of feelings for him, and with this kind of moment right now, and him trying to actually help her and all this stuff, like, I can see how she just, all of a sudden, because she had a weak point, saw him, couldn't help herself, gobble, gobble, gobble. So after that kiss, things get a little awkward, But he's like, I'm gonna try to figure out what's going on, and I know a person I can ask. And he ends up asking this guy that's part of the Triple Triads, and basically he doesn't really know anything. He's just some shady guy that came in. He doesn't really know who it is or anything, so he can't really give any IDs for the person. So he kind of finds out nothing. So after Mako finds out nothing, he ends up going to go see Varrick. And the thing here is, he ends up seeing his brother Bolin, you know, doing his scene and everything, and he's seeing the explosives happen, the explosions. And the thing here is, it's like it's triggered. Someone's pressing something so it can blow up at a certain time. You know, boom, boom, boom. He's noticing this. He's like, wait a minute. He goes backstage to see the person that's working the explosives, and he sees the trigger for it. That trigger is the same trigger that was used to blow up that building. Plot twist! Varrick is the one playing Bomberman. And so the thing here is, he ends up going to go see Asami, but the problem is, Varrick is already there. And when Mako comes in the room, Varrick is all like, hello, Mako.
They see me trolling. They hating.
The reason why Varrick was there is because Varrick just made a deal. He just signed this contract with Asami. Basically, he basically got a lot of ownership over the futures industry because Asami is already it's about to go down, but Varrick is the one that technically saved it. She just got scammed. And so at the end of this episode, we see Korra. She walks up on this island. It's basically where the fire sages are. And the fire sages find her. And the thing here is, Korra has no memories. She don't even know herself. I must say, this week's Legend of Korra episode was really good. This is a really good episode. And I don't know if that's because Korra isn't much in this episode or not, but I don't know. It was good, though, because I like the twists and turns that was happening within this episode, like Korra without her memory. With this, I'm hoping this will bring character development for her. Once she starts regaining her memory and everything like that, she'll understand and become a better Avatar, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna see the first Avatar. I know this. It's just, I don't know when. So hopefully with this, she maybe goes to spirit world, or she just starts communicating with her other self, basically her other selves, you know, the other avatars, and so on and so forth. And this will maybe make her a better Avatar, be more responsible, not trying to choose sides, you know, all that stuff. We need her to become more mature in this series. And hopefully with this will give her the development which she needs. And I also like the whole Varrick twist here. The thing is, I like Varrick, and I really wanted to trust him. I really wanted to trust this guy. But the thing here is, before I watched the episode, I started really thinking to myself. I was really questioning Varrick. I was wondering, was he really a good person? Like, I really started thinking about it, because the thing here is, anytime they needed help, he was there. He had this. He had that. He had the plans. Like, let's do this. Asami, get your freaking mechs and stuff. Let's supply the Southern Water Tribe. You know, let's do this. Let's get war going. I don't like this. You know what I mean? Like, he had a lot of control, and something didn't seem right about him. And with this episode, it revealed that this sucker has been doing all the plans. He's the one that freaking blew up that building. You know, he's the one that's still stealing Asami's stuff, basically, just so he can get her to sign that contract. Like, so he can have more, you know, to be able to own that future industries. It's like, it's ridiculous just what's going on with him. And I'm like, this guy is playing his cards right. And it just goes to show again, like, what's up with these people? Like, you can't really trust the Water Tribe people or something. It's like, what the heck? It's like, they double cross you and crap. Like, what the heck? It's ridiculous. Also, the one thing I forgot to mention in this episode is that Unalaq was actually in the spirit world. So that's also another interesting thing as well. So what was going on? Why did you go to the spirit world? What were you doing? Like, I'm very curious, because I know with that portal open, he can go into the spirit world. Apparently, he can actually go back out of that spirit world too with that portal. So I'm wondering, who is he communicating with in the spirit world, and why does he want to open? You know, I just want to see what's going on with this, because it was interesting to see that. So yeah, like I said, I like all the twists and turns. It's getting ridiculous. Bolin needs to get his head straight and stop being in the fame, because when you're in the fame, he's getting all this money right now. He's all sitting in jacuzzis and trying to act all cool and everything like that, because he never, like, he didn't have that kind of money really ever. So, you know, I can see why he can't act right. So I'm just saying, things are just getting crazy. I like this. I like the twist that was happening here. Hopefully they can try to stop Varrick in some way, but like I said, he has a lot of power, so I don't know how they're really going to be able to do this. Hopefully people will start listening to Mako. Please, listen to Mako for once, people. He's not saying bullcrap. Like, why won't they listen to him? Like, I don't understand what's going on. The thing is, I don't really like Mako like that, but this season's, maybe, it's kind of like changing my thought process on him, honestly, because of what's going on and everything. Like, he's not I don't know, he's not so bad. Maybe he's just getting his bearings as a character again or something that's making me start to actually kind of like him a little bit. So I just want people to start listening to what he's actually saying here, because he's just like, he's trying to get people to listen to him, but no one's like, those freaking stupid police guys with the mustaches and stuff. Y'all ain't doing nothing. You got fat, the dumb mustache, you need to shave that off. Like, get that out of here. Like, what is that? Is that a dookie stand in your face? I'm sorry, I'm done. I'm done. It just makes me mad. Like I said, every time I talk about that, it just gets me angry because I don't understand why they listen to them. But this was a really good episode. I really enjoyed this episode. Leave your comments below and tell me what you think of this week's Legend of Korra episode. Like this review, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more Legend of Korra reviews from me. See you guys in the Thabreakmaster, and until then, people, break out.